What's going on, football fans? It's your boy Lolo here with Mark. I'm a little bit aggravated right now.
He's a lot aggravated.
My eye is like
twitching. He's twitching and shaking. And
I just don't know what's going on with my football club right now, and I'm very frustrated. And I gotta say hi to Ian. Ian's been here for like 45
Since
minutes,
the game has been
just
over.
writing to himself. But what's going on? We're gonna try and keep up with all your clever ass comments that you put on there. But here we go.
Save me from saying anything.
Yeah, Mark doesn't have to say much because Ian's basically
saying
said it all. But listen, Mikel Arteta comes out and he says, we're taking off the handbrake. There's no more using the handbrake. We're done. We're in a part of our season where it's balls to the wall or nothing at all.
This was nothing at all.
He decided on nothing at all. Like, we make fun of Spurs all the time for making that goddamn all or nothing documentary, and I'm like, it's nothing. It's just nothing. You're Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
But this was, why do we constantly, when we play bigger clubs, we constantly go, oh, we're going to sit back and play defense, and we'll get them on the break. When we have nobody on the break, we have nothing on the break. We have no possible way. Aubameyang, oh my God, I don't know if he went.
His game today was as bad as his braids.
The dude he looks like a teenager that went on vacation with his parents to Jamaica or somewhere, or to
it
Aruba.
Makes him look like he has no hair. It's just like this seaweed head or something.
With that broke-ass
Gervinho.
The dude, Aubameyang, looked gassed 30 minutes into the match. He
didn't even look gassed 30 minutes in. He was as transparent as Odegaard, as Bamford was today. Good Lord.
Don't even mention Bamford Leeds United, because at least Bamford
was on a winning side.
At least they won. This was just and actually Liverpool. I know, Ian, you're all happy right now, but Liverpool did not play that well in the first half. I was sitting there going, the worst part about this is Liverpool is there for the taking. We just cannot
get the ball,
do anything. Cannot do anything. But I don't understand how you can have such a different side come out from one game to the next, where one game you have players that are running and attacking and pressing and trying to get the ball back. And this game was like, let them have the balls, boys. Let them have the ball. Let them have the ball. Yeah. And then, you know what? I'm going to make my substitution and bring more defenders in. I'm going to bring El Nene in. And it's just like, what?
For me, what's so frustrating about Arsenal, and I am going to speak very neutral here, is that you guys are a really good club on paper. You guys have the perfect kind of combination of talent, youth, and experience. And I'm speaking to the guy in the lederhosen. And yet, you can't do anything with it. It's so frustrating to watch. Chelsea lost today. 4th place is in play, and that included for Arsenal. This was a good time for Arsenal to beat a team that isn't playing very well. And they looked at that door like when your dog tells you he's got to go outside and you open the door and the dog just walks away. That's what Arsenal did today. You walked away from a golden opportunity.
And Liverpool, once again, I'll say it again. Liverpool was not playing that well. They were there for the taking. They played better after they got their first goal, and they're like, "Oh,
they played better once Jota came
in."
Jota, he's phenomenal.
Jota comes on and goes, "Guys, it's just Arsenal. Let's go." And he was fantastic.
Yeah, and he totally changed. He made the game worth watching.
Even when Wijnaldum came in, Wijnaldum got a couple shots on goal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just it's got to be something. Like I keep saying that it can't be the manager. It's got to be these performances, because they're putting in these performances. But that was such a group performance of bad performances that that was the plan. The plan was to sit back and let them have possession and try and get something on the break. But our guys who go on the break, which would be Pepe and Aubameyang, were playing left back and right back at one point. Once again, Tierney, one of the only bright spots, he came off. Hopefully Tierney's okay. But Cedric came on, and Cedric was a bright spot. I don't understand what makes you play Callum Chambers.
Didn't he earn a start from his last performance in the Premier League? He played pretty damn well the last game, didn't he? He earned a start. He got it, and he didn't do so well.
To me, no. This was a match for Hector Bellerin for me, or Cedric to be on the right. Cedric to me has earned his spot. And when you're going to be playing against two other left back and right backs who love getting forward, why not play with the same thing and push them back? Trent Alexander-Arnold is a fantastic crosser of the ball. He's a fantastic offensive player. He's a bad defender. So why let him? Why invite the pressure for the entire match? Put pressure on him and he makes mistakes. Put pressure on Alisson, he makes mistakes. We've seen it. Like when he walked out of the house deciding to wear that mustache. He makes fucking mistakes when pressured.
Chicka chicka wow wow.
The problem is he doesn't put a mirror.
That mustache was terrible. I don't know. Could we have a vote for those of you who are watching the show right now? Let's have a vote. Which was worse, Alisson's mustache or Alba's braids?
I would say Aubameyang's braids, because at least Alisson is like going for, like, he looks like he's trying to get into.
He looks like he's hanging out at a schoolyard.
No, he looks like he's trying to get into the next True Detective or something like that.
Oh my goodness. Time is a flat circle.
Ian, how can you say, to be fair, Arteta's tactics were spot on? Oh, if he wants to lose his job. Correct. I've actually not been an Arteta out type dude.
I'm starting to hear it though. But I don't know, man.
Because it's been.
I did not know that. Thank you, Ian Smith, for clearing that up. Apparently, Alisson's father wore a mustache. That was a tribute. So I wholeheartedly apologize to the entire world who may have seen that.
We didn't know that.
I didn't know that, but that mustache is terrible.
So, no offense meant to his father or the memory of his father, but and I even said Aubameyang's braids were worse. So, here's the thing. With Arteta, I keep blaming it on the players because the players seem lackluster and seem like they could give a shit about being out there some matches.
Is it not the manager's responsibility to get them up for a match?
Yeah, but then once you're out on the field, it's your responsibility. And
to carry
once
forth
again,
that
it comes back to the captain's responsibility. So
we all know how we've done an entire episode on that one.
And I'm sorry, with Aubameyang as captain, the way he's playing, the looks on his face, the way he runs and trots, and he doesn't seem to be having any sort of effort. He has a smile.
Out of here.
He smiles like that in practice and in Instagram videos, then he goes on the pitch and he's suffering. It looks like he's suffering.
Yeah, well, y'all know how I feel on that subject all season long. I don't even believe he belongs there. Yeah.
No,
is that him?
So let's get on with this and let's get to the man of the match. And I'd say the man of the match is Diogo Jota. Sorry, he came on super late, but he made an instant impact. Yep. He had that. The beautiful made everybody
header.
Better.
But the cross by Alexander-Arnold was gorgeous.
Wow. Or I would actually say the man of the match would be Gabriel for Liverpool, because two of those goals were Gabriel's fault. I'd say
they
easy.
Were.
And Leno I felt like Leno should have stopped the first two goals for sure. Just absolutely out of control. And Richard, to answer your question, who has better players, Arteta or Bielsa? Technically, Arteta, clearly.
Arteta, I could only imagine what Bielsa would do with that kind of talent.
He would get rid of most of them because they're lazy fuckheads.
Fair enough.
They're my club. I love my club. I'm not changing anything about that. But right now, most of these guys are fuckheads who don't give a shit about the badge. And I've said that on other shows. Leno or Meslier, I'd rather have Meslier because Leno, for all the talent he has, somebody in his life told him he's fantastic and he could be the best in the world. And he plays with that sort of attitude. And he makes mistakes. He comes running out of the box multiple times today. And
I hate it when they do that.
And I was like, that's how you got a handball the last time. And he just looks awkward when he's doing it. But then you mean you're going up to Mo Salah and you give him the widest. That's like how me and my daughter play football, sitting right here, where she goes, score a goal, Poppy. And I kick the ball and it nutmegs right there because that's what he's doing this. Yeah. So afraid of being chipped that his legs kept getting wider and wider and wider. So I think Leno's a better keeper than Meslier currently, but Meslier is much younger, and Meslier is getting better from where he started to where he is now. Meslier is going to be the keeper for France.
Absolutely.
Leno is not going to be the keeper for
Meslier
Germany.
is going to be phenomenal in 4 years.
Back to Arsenal. What's up, Arsenal, Alex? Good to have you on. I'm sorry, I'm fucking fuming too, man. Chris, Arteta must have told them to park the bus and not press. I think they just followed orders. That's where I'm saying.
But isn't that how you beat Liverpool?
No. Well, that's what Chris
says.
You're absolutely right. Chris says the low block is what works.
That's right.
But you need to have some sort of attacking threat, and we've got nothing right now. And our one big chance that I saw early on came to Lacazette, and he muffed it. He just and Lacazette is one of my guys right now. When I say that these guys are mostly fuckheads who don't give a shit about the club,
wouldn't include Lacazette.
Lacazette is not one of those.
No, that guy
is not
plays.
one of those.
Tierney plays.
It's a lot of other people, including the captain, which I've made my thoughts on him, and he's not a captain. He's not a captain no matter how good he is. When Aubameyang was doing fantastic, he's still not the captain. He's not the type of person to be a captain. To me, like Mo Salah is not a captain. He's not. There's 6 other captains on Liverpool's team. And for us, I would say Partey's a captain before him. Gabriel's a captain before him. Tierney is definitely a captain before him.
I would give that badge to Tierney.
He fucking hides. If he's having a rough game, he hides. And it's like a Porsche being driven like a Yugo. Yeah, old. I don't know if Yugos are. Does anybody know what Yugos are anyway? And I've been sort of half-assed defending Arteta for a lot of this season, and I just don't know if I can do it anymore because I agree with you, Chris. It looks like they were doing what they were told to do, and it was stupid.
Yep. Now I know there's a lot of holes today. You didn't have Saka, very important player for you guys. I mean, I would love to have him. You don't have David Luiz back there. I think he's a little better than most people give him credit for. Who else didn't play? Xhaka? Hey. Xhaka wasn't in the middle?
He needed a break. Hey, there's Greg right there in the comments. Get your ass on the show then. I'll send you the stream,
kick
brother.
You while you're down. I will come back on now. We're winning again.
Yeah, that'll send you straight back down.
Come on in.
Okay, guys. So put in the comments, everybody, who's your man of the match and who's your fucking bastard of the match. So who did it? Who's the guy that made it happen? The most important guy that made it happen, and who's the most important guy that fucked shit up? I gave you mine.
Jota, and Gabriel. We are in agreement.
I love Gabriel. I think he's fantastic.
I do too,
he made some terrible decisions.
Terrible today. Absolutely hot, wet garbage.
Odegaard was missing.
There's only so much you can do.
Aubameyang
was missing.
Aubameyang's been missing.
Yep. Yep.
So who do we got here in the comments?
Party on, dude.
Yo. Anyway, so Liverpool look to be back in fourth place contention. Harrison, get out of here. Jack Harrison wasn't even man of the match of his game.
Get out of here.
You must mean Harrison Ford. Because he was more important to Arsenal today than Arsenal actually was. So get out of here with that, Mr. Tom.
Harrison gets the second goal. Maybe he's man of the match.
Still no. I thought he was bad. Najee, you better cut out those happy faces, Najee. Your team got beat by West Brom. At least we lost to the title holders. And I knew it. You know, I was saying Liverpool can be as bad as they want, but they had just enough games before we played them that they were kind of slowly getting back into form. Mm-hmm. And the only hope was that Diogo Jota wouldn't play because they'd be saving him for the Champions League. But the game was still...
Okay, no saving Jota.
The game was still in hand.
He's like, give me 5 minutes. I'll score 2 goals.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he was.
Alexander-Arnold.
Beautiful cross.
No.
Yeah,
no.
you know, a lot of people were saying that on the telecast, but I think Jota was the difference maker.
And here's...
I mean, he literally scores in 3 minutes. Was he on the pitch for more than 3 minutes before he scores? You know? Wish the Wolves had him back.
Yeah. Aubameyang needs moving on. He's got a shit attitude. I agree
Not with that kind of money, he's not going anywhere. You guys are going to have to buy him out or, you know, force him out like Ozil.
No, he needs to... now, listen. I think Aubameyang is also somebody that not giving him excuses. If you guys follow the show, you know my feelings on Aubameyang as captain and all that. But I do believe he vibes off of the crowd immensely. And the type of player he is, he kind of needs the love and adoration.
Okay.
And without it, you know, he expects game time. Lacazette plays well, and he's like, what Lacazette gets from it is he gets to play again. He gets to play next week.
Right. So, you know, so with that being said, you know, feeding off the crowd and all that, earlier when we did our Leeds post-match, we were talking about what the crowd means to Leeds and Ellen Road, and that if fans were allowed, if fans would have been there this season, it would have meant at least 6 points for Leeds. What does it mean for Arsenal? What would the crowd? What
does it mean for Liverpool? Would Liverpool be in this situation right now?
We're not talking about Liverpool.
We're talking about both clubs right now, because why do I want to sit here talking about my shit club right now? When, by the way, I didn't think Liverpool played all that well.
They didn't until Jota came on.
So with a crowd, with crowds in, I don't know, because Arsenal have been pretty shit at home for the past couple seasons. So I'm not sure. But would Arteta still be here if we had gotten the same results?
I don't think he's going to be back next year. That's what I think.
They seem to be all in.
Hey, that's awesome. If they want to have another season of mediocrity, great. And he should be pissed, Carl. He should be pissed. No? This team played like shit. The door was open. He didn't go through. That match was dog crap until the first goal. Mr. Tom, you are 100% correct. Absolute dog crap. First half was like a volleyball game. My team will touch it 3 times and then give it to you. And you will touch it 3 times and you will give it back to us. And that's what the first half was. It was terrible. He's speechless.
Yeah, no kidding, Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to bring the show down.
Yeah. No, I just this is where it's got to be. Yeah, our players weren't awesome, but I do think they were going with the plan and they were trying to follow the boss's orders. And from what it seems like, from everything I hear, Arsenal's pretty solid in the locker room right now behind Arteta. It seems maybe Aubameyang is the only one kind of not fully behind Arteta. So it seems like they were trying to play by his plan, and it's part of my problem with Arteta is instead of going with what's working and playing attacking football, playing fun football, playing pressing football, using the pace of Aubameyang and Pepe on the wings, using Kieran Tierney and Cedric as forward playing backs. No, he tries to outthink every single coach and outplay. He tries to win the match in the locker room, in the dressing room beforehand on paper. And then he puts something out there that, yes, like you said, Chris, the low block is how you beat Liverpool. So he went for some version of that. But that's not our team. We're bad at that. We can play a low block, but we can't do anything from that. We don't have the counterattack ability. So, and exactly, Carl. Yeah, it's still Liverpool. It's still Liverpool, and we say it every single week. We say it every single week. It's still Liverpool. Mm-hmm. And they can beat anyone. That's why, you can't count Liverpool out for the Champions League. Even up against Real Madrid, up against anybody, it's still Liverpool. It's still Jurgen Klopp. It's still the majority of the same team that was there last season and the season before. I just
yeah.
So my thoughts are, it's Liverpool. It's a good team. Fucking go at them and try and force. Allison's made mistakes left and right when pressed. So press him.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm reading Ronald. What's going on from Chile? You have to take into consideration the last 12 months. Not normal. Yeah, but it's not normal for every single team. Every single team is going through it. So this has been an abnormal season. It definitely has.
Mm-hmm.
And so anything can happen. Chelsea can be looking unbeatable. And then they lose. They let 5 goals in from West Brom, who hasn't been able to score against anybody.
They look good. I mean, Chelsea should have beat them with 10 men, but some of them goals by West Brom today were pretty cool.
I just don't. I feel like, look, we're 10th place. What's the best we can honestly get? 7th, 8th, like really the way that we're going. Let the fucking boys play. We're not going to get relegated. Who cares if we don't make it to 10th place? Who cares if we're 13th at this point? Play. Go. Give Martinelli the start then. If you think he's going to be the future of the club, let him play. If you think, like, you start Ceballos and Odegaard, neither of them may be here next season. So, exactly, Richard. So fucking go for it at least. Mm-hmm. At least play. And that's something why I'm affectionate towards Leeds United, is because they got their thing and they fucking go for it. They don't care who you are, and they don't care if they're down 5-0. They're still going to go at you.
Yep.
And I'm just begging. That's why we were shocked when they played Spurs and they went at them. Mm-hmm. Shocked when they went at Wolves. Shocked when they played Leeds United and went at them. What's the difference? What's the fucking difference? It's Liverpool, so you give them. Why would you allow at least 2 of the top players in the world in Sadio Mane and
Mo Salah.
But then you got Firmino right in there, like,
what a luxury, man!
And Thiago,
come in with Jota,
and then you bring Jota in off the bench, like,
just this guy.
Why would you invite that pressure on? Why would you invite that pressure on, knowing that that's not what we do well, knowing that our problem for a lot of this season has been playing out from the back. We make mistakes.
Mhm.
They press us and we make mistakes. So I just don't get that. Like, fucking go at them. You were gunned down by the Pudlians. Yeah, definitely. We were. So it's fucking tough. It's a tough loss. We'll take it on the chin. In all honesty, to be completely fair, we shouldn't be winning this game anyway because Liverpool should be beating us. And they probably should have got 5 or 6. But, yeah. Anyway, I don't know, man. I don't know. So let's get to some of these comments. Thank you guys for joining for the rant, and thank you guys for talking shit to me. It does make me feel better.
Mhm. Give her a little show, some likes and love.
Yeah,
and all
don't
the
forget to hit
things,
the like
man.
button and all that. So let's see. Via Martin, what's going on? Liverpool have been in poor form for months with the worst defense I've ever seen in a Liverpool shirt. And you're right. Arsenal surrendered the initiative. Exactly. We've been given a template of how to beat them in multiple ways.
Yeah.
Like, it hasn't only been the low block. It was the way you capitulated. Oh my God, yeah. And towards the end, I was like, nobody's even trying.
Yeah.
Nobody's even fucking trying at this point.
Yeah,
what was the score prediction? My score prediction yesterday was 2-0 to the Arsenal, but
mine was 2-2.
yeah,
That was generous.
You know, what am I going to say? I don't ever say that I give accurate score predictions. I give my score predictions. I also picked Leeds United 6-2 over Chelsea last in the first half of the season. But we all got Man City right.
Yeah.
Well, I think we said 2-1. Most of us said 2-1.
We all said
that.
2-1.
We all thought Leicester
it was
would
consensus.
Score, but it didn't happen.
I was right in the fact that not only would Aguero play, but he would start.
Yeah.
He didn't score.
He didn't
get me that hat trick. But
what's the difference between Arteta and Bielsa? He will always ask his players to have a go, whoever they are. That's all I'm asking of these players. Like, fucking have a go. And why I say Aubameyang is not my captain, he's not the right captain, is because when the shit gets bad, he hides. He's gone. When the first goal went in, he needs to be there picking everybody up and saying, it's not over. It's very early. Guys, we fucked up. We let that happen. But look, it was a good cross. It was a good header. Let's go. Let's get one back.
But instead, what does he do? He shoves his hands into his pockets, does
Twists
this,
his braid up.
and then he turns around and kind of kicks at the turf a little bit. It's not good body language to show your team when you've just let one through.
No, it's like tempers should have been flaring.
Yep.
They should have been absolutely pissed off. And then there were some cheeky hits that were going left and right. And they were kicking each other and shit like that. Where, I mean, fucking Lacazette took an elbow in the face and he's bloody. Where was our captain fighting for that? Where was our captain saying, "Hey, look at him. Go take a look at that." There was an elbow in the eye. Like, and meanwhile, Thiago's over there saying to the ref that Lacazette's being a little bitch, and he didn't even get touched. Aubameyang needs to be in there fighting that fight, but that's why I'm saying he's not that type of guy. Kieran Tierney's that fucking type of guy. So yeah, I agree, Lewis. He's got a real defeatist attitude this season. It's just fucking terrible.
Yeah, all that money didn't fill that hole in his heart.
When we talk about Ronaldo throwing the armband and how dare you disrespect the armband. Well, how dare you disrespect the armband by not fucking being a fucking captain?
How dare you disrespect your team?
Losing Tierney really affected the ability to get out of your half. Yes, it did. And it anytime we play without Tierney, it affects the team's morale, which is why I say he's a much better choice for captain. Because when he's on the pitch, he's fighting and he's angry and he's yelling and he's screaming and he's not playing the fucking ball backwards.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let me know. Do you guys want to continue hearing me bitch about Arsenal, or should we talk about good things you saw from who did we play?
Liverpool.
So it's up to you guys.
It'd be like you guys losing Ailing.
Yeah, you know,
I would agree with that.
Luke Ayling makes mistakes here and there, but he's got passion and drive, and players feed off of him. So definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And Mr. Tom, I agree with you. A striker shouldn't be a captain. You don't see what's going on. You just, yeah. I'd rather that clown Leno be the captain because at least he's seeing everything, and keepers are used to yelling at people.
No, Tierney needs to be the captain.
He needs to
someone that that too, but someone that will just light you up, get you fired up. You know, it's not in. It's not in.
Soros could be captain at this point.
It's not Aubameyang's character. You know, you just don't see fire and passion from the guy.
I'm saying put the armband on Lacazette and you'll see some fucking fire. That guy, when he gets a start, you see fire.
Mm-hmm.
This, that's why he's in the central role right there.
I'd
Krusty, bring it.
Give it to David Luiz.
Sideshow Bob, bring it.
Yeah.
Chris, I agree with you. Lacazette is the most passionate. Ask any of the young guys who helps them and who inspires them in training.
Yeah.
Ask Martinelli. Ask Saka. Ask Emil Smith-Rowe. They will all tell you Lacazette. Someone like Bremer. Yeah, we all need someone like Bremer. Liverpool took off their first choice center back and left back. The disrespect shows how less dangerous Arsenal was. Yeah. It's fucking mind blowing. And how El Nene. So you're like, okay, Ceballos is playing the ball back too much. Ceballos is doing whatever Ceballos does these days, and you bring on El Nene, who's a defensive midfielder, but anytime we're down, El Nene thinks, I'm going to score the goal, I'm going to go up, but you're in the center of the pitch, and then you're leaving holes. You're leaving holes wide open. Now Partey has to cover your ass when Partey's way better at connecting passes and link-up play.
Partey didn't look too good today.
I felt like he was trying. He had too much to do. Because he was playing with Ceballos. You don't play Ceballos and Partey together.
Yeah.
And now all the people giving Shaka shit.
But Partey didn't look fit.
Didn't look fit.
He didn't look fit. He just was kind of dragging a little bit.
I think, you know what? After a 2-week break for Arsenal, who, like, how many of our guys actually played in the international break? Like, what, 5 maybe?
All of them? Saka
didn't play.
Oh, he didn't play at all? I didn't watch it.
They sent him home.
What? They sent him home?
Oh, from international duty, they sent him home.
I didn't know that. What'd they send him home for? Was he out with Tyler Roberts?
He was out with Tyler Roberts partying. Would have been better.
That's a good story.
My hope here is that we're saving for the Europa League that we're going to win.
You and 100 million Arsenal fans. You know, I mean, you guys got a pretty good chance.
I'm hoping that Tierney was told, look, if you even get like a Charlie horse, put your hand up and get off the pitch because this match does not.
That's why
a good wasn't
one.
Odegaard in the starting lineup?
I see what you did there.
He was. But I think once again, I don't know. I used to love Ceballos when he first got here. But then he started playing back pass, first look, always back pass. When he first got here, the first touch was always away from the defender and then picking a pass. Away from the defender, picking a pass. And now it's just like he gets the ball and he's so scared and he just starts running around and then looking to pass backwards. So
Arteta took responsibility for the poor performance.
He should.
I didn't see the post presser, but I would have loved to. I would have loved to see that post presser because I think his pressers are terrible. You know, he doesn't really accept any sort of responsibility. He doesn't push it onto anybody. He doesn't stir the pot. He's just like, yeah, you're right. We lost. Meh.
No, Arteta?
Yeah.
No, he's usually like, it was a very good performance. It was very good. Our players, they were very good, but we had some things that didn't go our way. But the process is very good. It's like, no,
It's like
none of that.
it's about as exciting as Nuno's pressers. His pressers
At least
are
Nuno
terrible.
yelled at the refs once. That was cool.
Yeah, and actually the guy like stepped away for a couple.
Yeah. He
He
was
stepped
like, I'm
away. He
out.
was like, yeah, they're
But
taking
even like
me out
Thomas
for a while.
Tuchel coming out and calling out
Hudson
Hudson
Odoi.
Margaret Cho. Like I wish he would come out like the way he benched Aubameyang.
See, I don't really see that as a benching, because you just knew he was going to be back,
Which is
because he knows he's like, well,
that's a benching.
I'll be back next week. Fuck it, I don't
Benched
care.
him for the North London derby.
Yeah, so what?
The captain.
He doesn't give a
See that as
shit.
a benching?
You don't think he cares?
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't think he
fucking
cares.
man.
But you know what? Bench him for 2 games. And then he's thinking, am I gonna sit this next one out too? How long am I gonna be punished for? That's a message. That's a message that Arteta should be sending. He don't like the guy anyway. He's not his player. And I guarantee you Arteta was not first in line to hand Aubameyang 150 million quid or
he may have
credits or whatever it is that you guys pay people with.
He may have been. Aubameyang basically saved our season last year.
Saved you for what? 7th place?
To win a cup and then a Community Shield against Liverpool. To finish the season beating Manchester City,
and 275
Chelsea,
will get you on the train.
Liverpool. Trent not playing for England was a blessing in disguise. He did play like he had a point to prove because he did have a point to prove because he's been terrible this season.
Yep.
And it's not that he was that different. He was just being asked to play a lot more defense, and he's not a good
being asked to
defender,
do things that he's not accustomed to doing,
which is defend for a fucking defender to defend.
You have potential.
It's so weird not hearing anybody. I don't know why I still have this thing in my ear. We have nobody here to talk to.
Oh, shit. I don't need a monitor?
Yeah.
I'm just going to wear it.
It's like, why is my ear itching? And it's so quiet in here. But, so let's say we already said Jota was the
Jota's the man of the match, and Gabriel is the GOAT. He's the goat of the match.
You can't say that. Goat means the greatest
No, he's
of all
the
time.
GOAT of the match, as in. That was terrible. Just like Arsenal was today.
All right, let's see. Who do Arsenal have next? And who do Liverpool have next?
Mr. Tom? Anyone know?
We are...
Hey, Saul. Saul is offering you his condolences.
What's going on, Saul? Good to see you, man. You should offer up some booze because we're all out of booze after happy hour. So talk about needing it today.
Yeah, no doubt.
So we've got our quarterfinal in the Europa League, Slavia Prague, coming up.
Which you guys should
and
do
then we
well.
have Sheffield United in the middle of that, and then Fulham after that. So we should, I'm looking for 4 wins in a row. That gets us going into Everton, Newcastle, West Brom, all the way to Chelsea. Arsenal could be on a good run, which makes this sting so much more because this could have kicked off a 5 or 6 game.
The door opened.
You're totally right. The door was open.
And you just walked away from it.
The door was open for us, and we went, oh, no, after you, Diogo Jota. There you go. And so now Liverpool have Real Madrid, with Aston Villa sandwiched in between, and then they go to Leeds United. So we'll see. You Leeds United fans, you have your fun right now. And then get once Liverpool get knocked out of the Champions League by Real Madrid, they'll be very angry coming at y'all. So we'll see how they do with that. Yeah, they play on Tuesday against Real Madrid. which I think they will win that one, and then they will lose the second leg, and we'll see who had any more
Goals.
Any more goals?
I don't
I
know.
can't even fucking think right now. I'm so. You know how bad this match was for me? Oh yeah, thank you. You know how bad this match was? I was sitting there watching it, and my daughter comes up to me and she's like, "What's wrong, Poppy? Why are you so angry?" And I'm like, "I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm just frustrated that my team's not playing so well." And she hugs me and says, "It's okay, Poppy. It's because your team doesn't blow bubbles." And I was like, "Oh no, she's a West Ham fan. My 3-year-old is a West Ham fan."
Oh, it's amazing. That is amazing. Bremer's
maybe-
Ghost Bud is pissed, but man, I just love to drink the shit out of it.
Yeah, there's Adam. There's a West Ham fan with that.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So, Arsenal do have a nice little run going together. Richard Whitney, as you said. Lolo for West Ham, not a chance. My daughter can be, because my wife is a Man United fan. So, as long as she's not a Man United fan,
Don't let that out.
my wife won't buy her any Arsenal stuff. I bought her something for newborn, and she's like, as soon as she outgrows this, you're never buying her anything again. It's like, as long as she doesn't buy Man United stuff. So, Sheffield United are battling. ¿Qué estás haciendo aquí?
Hi.
But Fulham are playing well. Arsenal need to set realistic targets. A battle with Leeds for 9th and 10th. I know. That's what we were saying. The Stoop derby, between Arsenal, Leeds, and Wolves. Like, that's the battle that we should be looking at. Like that. That's the real battle that we're all going
And we
for.
took double and double.
And you're below both of us.
It don't matter.
It does matter.
I'm winning the Stoop table.
The Stoop table.
The Stoop
How'd
table.
you do against Liverpool?
I don't know. About as good as you. At least we put up a bigger
Yeah.
fight.
All right. Well, yeah. So this has been fun, and we've actually talked much longer than that. So I would say, yeah. So we're about to bring this thing to a close. I'm gonna give everyone in the comments one more chance. Go ahead and let me have it and let me hear it. Let me know how bad my team was today. Let me know how good Liverpool is, how good Leeds United did today. Feel free, because I don't want to hear it after this. Because we're gonna come into Thursday. Well, come into Friday's happy hour, a happier club, because we're going to have destroyed Slavia Prague. Just like I said, we were going to destroy Liverpool today.
Maybe ask the 8-ball.
Yeah. Where do I post the black armband to? Yeah, we'll send you our address. Your stadium is Nice. That's how I'm going to pronounce that. Yeah, your stadium is nice. The stadium looked good. The Emirates looked good. The pitch looked very nice.
Better
Yeah,
than that Leeds pitch.
ups and downs. Look, I'm fine with ups and downs. It's the sideways back passes that I don't like.
At least you guys didn't get a red card.
Yeah, we didn't get a red card. A red card would mean we had some passion, and we just didn't have passion. So where's James? James is out of here. He's still pissed from his birthday a few weeks ago. Yeah, pretty much. At least we didn't score any own goals. Then maybe we would have had something to complain about. Something real to complain about, as opposed to just being shit. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you, guys. Don't forget, please, all y'all that are here, just make sure you click that like button and hit the subscribe button as well. It'd be great to have you guys as subscribers. We're going to get out of here and go drink ourselves into a Saturday night stupor. A stupor, you get it?
A stupor. See what we did there? We're still funny.
Yeah. All right, guys. Good win, Liverpool. Bad win. You actually should have won 5-0. I think you guys had it. But great talking with you guys. Good on you, Ian, for being here so early and posting so many freaking comments.
It's because he types so slow.
See you guys. We'll be back Monday afternoon, Monday evening for Wolves West Ham. So check out that match and then watch us live for that. Happy Easter tomorrow if you celebrate that. Happy Passover, which was also recently, I think.
Passover ends, but who knows?
All right, y'all. Peace from Brooklyn.